Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Diablo 3 with me, BringItDon. Blood ties.
Do you have any other family?
My brother and I were orphans. We only had each other.
Was he a thief as well?
No, he was a member of the city guard.
Well, that must have caused some trouble.
Not as much as you might think. Until the end, that is. Oh, I've been waiting for this.
Seeking the truth.
I have considered what we discussed, and you are correct. I know little about my past, beyond what my order has told me. But what does it matter? Look what they have done for me. They've turned me into a living weapon, a light against darkness.
Do you believe that?
What do you want from me, Crusader? The memories were taken from me. It's done.
No one can take your memories. They can only hide them.
You may be right. I will find a way to take back my memories and exonerate my order. What shall we fight today?
New goods today. Please look. You won't be disappointed. I heard you came here from Tristram. My family came from there. That place has had some very bad luck, hasn't it?
She sells Wirt's Bell. It's a crafting material to go to Whimsydale, which is essentially the secret cow level of Diablo 3. Some other endgame stuff in transmogs. The Coven.
The cultists are making a great mess of things out in the desert. They deserve the painful death you will bring to them.
What is the Coven's goal?
They are torturing and killing innocent villagers to lure you into their trap. But you'll get the better of them, won't you?
And the Weight of the World.
You seem down today. Tell me what Miriam can do for you.
I'm simply thinking about our next steps. Planning is vital.
Well, planning is also boring, if your frowns are any indication. So, the Demon Lords want to crush all humanity beneath their heel. Does that mean you can't smile?
Let's go ahead and buy this stuff. Can't use yet because you need the Kanai's Cube, which is part of the adventure mode. It's actually a really cool mechanic. So what you do with the Kanai's Cube is you can put a legendary item in there. So for instance, Arthas Spark of Life. And the legendary effect from this weapon will be put into the cube. And so you can have your equipment on, and your set bonus and whatever, and then one extra legendary effect from Kanai's Cube. What am I looking for? Oh, my stash. I thought, no, that's the merchant. It's right here. I was right beside it. I was also looking for the blacksmith to see if we could speak to him. Oh, at the jeweler. Oh, what services do you offer?
You may notice that jewels you find enhance your already considerable abilities. I can combine similar gems to make a more powerful one. At the moment, I can only offer you a few basic pieces of jewelry. Now, if you bring me supplies, I will eventually be able to offer you exciting and exotic new designs. But it doesn't have to be just business with us. Come by and talk anytime, my friend.
Special jewel.
I knew you would lead me to exciting and mysterious places. We should encounter the jewel I seek any day now.
And how long have you sought this jewel?
A long, long time. But you know all about seeking something forever, don't you? Mm-hmm.
Yes. It is the seeking that defines you, not the finding.
Well, the finding is nice too.
A case of mistaken identity.
The strangest thing just happened. A young man accused me of being the Senside god of thieves, disguised as an elderly jeweler. Well, I understand his confusion, since I'm as handsome as a god. I gave the fellow some advice and sent him on his way.
You didn't correct the boy?
Who am I to crush the dreams of the young?
Yes. Who are you?
Well,
The people of Shansai worship 59 gods, but few are more revered than Zai, the exiled trickster god who travels the face of the world disguised as a humble merchant. Tales of his adventures range from ingenious thefts and practical jokes to more lurid exploits, none of which I'm comfortable recording here.
Mysterious rumor.
I heard a rumor that there is a strange and mysterious jewel crafting device hidden in the aqueducts of the Daugr Oasis. I have a mind to go search for it myself. Don't worry, I won't go alone. I'm sure I'll find someone to show me around.
The desert heat.
Oh, it's even harder than I remembered, Dad. I'm afraid I'm growing weak. I need a drink and a bath. And something to keep the sun off. Or maybe just a nice cool jewel to put on my forehead. That will fix everything.
I can't do that.
There we go. I figured it out. Alright, let's talk to the blacksmith. Then we finally continue on our way. Nothing new. Fantastic.
Emperor Hakan grew his entire court.
The inner city.
Tilnan sells only the best.
Tyrael and I learned that while the Iron Wolves were fighting Maghda in the desert, the Emperor replaced them with Imperial guards who bar all from the inner city.
I suspect that the Iron Wolves were sent out to die. Belial has made his move. We must find a way into the city.
As a child, I explored Chaldean while Uncle Deckard studied here. I can get in through the sewers.
Good. Learn what you can, while I hunt Maghda.
Be careful. Alcarnus sounds like Maghda's trap.
I guess we don't need to go that way.
This gate leads to Alcarnus. You will need to follow the long road over the canyon bridge and through the Qasim outpost. We haven't heard anything from the Iron Wolves in the desert. If you make it to the Qasim outpost, seek out Captain David.
Maghda will pay for her wickedness.
Take heed, traveler. Cultists guard these desert roads, and they will slay any who pass.
That's excellent. I have some questions for these cultists.
You mean to kill them, do you not? I shall come along.
Alright, here's the last companion.
There are illusions out there. Mirages to some. But I can see them for what they are. The Coven's foul magic. They will lead you to your death.
Oh, I've dealt with this coven before.
She looks different than anyone we have seen. Her skin is as soft and smooth as polished ivory, and her eyes, they... No.
Why are you two whispering over there?
No reason.
I would rather not discuss the sand wasp. These overgrown insects wouldn't be notable whatsoever if not for their exceptionally poisonous stings, which, alas, killed my young apprentice. I thought he would be more careful when I sent him to retrieve a sample from the hive, but his parents did not understand my perspective.
Fight me!
The Lakuni, or Panther Men as they are sometimes called, have inhabited the desert wastes east of Caldeum for thousands of years. The large males are the tribe's leaders and protectors. while the agile females are expert hunters. Mostly they are primitive and reclusive creatures, although they will attack if cornered or hungry.
Stay back. They're in the rocks.
So is this way a dead end? Yeah.
Be careful. They are very near to us.
You should never have come. Demons will feast on your bones.
I've missed killing these cultist scum. Come on, then!
How did you know about the ambush?
I am an Enchantress. The ways of magic and illusion are familiar to me. My name is Irena.
And I am a Crusader. Nice to meet you, Irena. Why are you out here?
Well, I am also looking for someone. But here, let me clear the way for you.
Captain, from behind!
Protect the people! Iron Wolves!
If not for you, the Lacuni would have eaten well this day.
Are there more Lacuni on the road to Alcanus?
Even worse. Cultists are casting spells in 2 of their desert lairs to obscure the Black Canyon Bridge.
Let us head north to the Howling Plateau. The cultist magic seems to be emanating from there.
Alright, sounds like something we could do.
There is another illusion here. The cultists tried to hide their footsteps. Their spells are weak and easily countered. If we follow these prints, we can find their lairs and halt the rituals. I will seek out any other traces of their magic.
The Dune Thresher is an elusive being with a tremendous capacity for bloodshed. It lurks beneath the sands, rising up to seize prey in its jaws and rend the body until it is...
Look! More hidden footprints.
Interrupt the lore snippet there.
It seems that the Fallen are indeed creatures of demonic origin. The old heraldic tale claims they were once powerful servants of the mythical Asmodan. They purportedly aided him in his battle against the prime evils, and Diablo later punished them by twisting them into the small, stupid forms they now possess.
Those foul cultists have come this way. The bodies of innocents are strewn across the sands. We must make them...
This is one of the cultists' lairs. They are casting part of the illusion inside.
Keep interrupting dialogue, I don't mean to.
The ritual is disrupted!
There should be another ritual at a cellar to the east of here.
There!
I owe you my life.
An upgrade for Provoke. Hit me. Get increased block chance for a short duration after casting Provoke. A Falling Sword. Rapid Descent. Here's the cooldown for each enemy hit by Falling Sword. Might be worth it. And Iron Maiden. Your thorns is increased by 50%. give Rapid Descent a chance. Having the summons is nice for some extra damage, but, you know, spam it. Or at least cast it more frequently. I wouldn't call it spamming. Fits with my build a little better, I think. Trying to build shock and awe type Crusader.
Look, more hidden footprints.
I lose helmet, I lose damage with this helmet. I'm gonna take it.
Excellent.
Look, more hidden footprints.
Because the whole point of this build is to dive headlong into a group of enemies and just smite everything around me. So be able to dive into them more frequently makes more sense.
Look, more hidden footprints.
So this crack upgrade for Justice is really good for these egg sacks. I think I really have to do anything about them, but still satisfying to watch them all just explode with one attack.
The crusade marches on!
So I was thinking about it off camera a bit. I think one of my biggest grievances with Diablo 3 is how they've separated the main campaign and the endgame content. Because there is a blatant divide between the two modes. And it's designed in such a way that the campaign feels like a chore to play through just to get to the endgame content, if that's what you're going for. Where in the previous games, Diablo 1 and 2, the endgame content was entwined with the main campaign, with the full game content. Now they did make the update for where you just skip straight to adventure mode without playing through the campaign in Diablo 3, which is great, but then the campaign's there for no reason. It's like a competitive shooter like Call of Duty, where the campaign is there, you can play it, but you want to get to the multiplayer. It just makes the main campaign feel almost like an afterthought. I definitely prefer the way it was implemented in the previous entries. It makes the game feel more cohesive.
I admire your focus, friend.
What do you mean?
We have battled countless creatures and journeyed through endless labyrinths, and yet you still remain vigilant.
I require more wrath.
Dungeon is much larger than I anticipated.
Face me!
Now, of course, that's not my only complaint with the game. I've touched on some of the other ones as I've gone through, but I came to that realization between this episode and the last one.
Cower before Zakarum.
These enemies defy all reason. What a monstrous creature!
Good news is it did loop all the way back around. Bad news is we have to run all the way back. Also, I'm stumbling over my words a bit this episode just because my cat is in the background distracting me. You may even be able to hear him. He's having a blast in the room beside me. Whoops! He teleported me away as I cast it. I mean, the plus 136.6% recovery is probably worth equipping.
Just the thing.
This is one of the cultist lairs. They are casting part of the illusion inside.
The ritual is disrupted.
There. That ought to dispel the Coven's magic. Let us go to the bridge.
The Crusaders swore an oath to dedicate their lives to the search. None believed that they would be the one to end the crusade by finding and cleansing the corruption. They believed the search ennobled them, that the discipline of their life and journey was the true goal. The Crusader was meant to find meaning in the quest itself.
It is with some reluctance that I write on the 7 Lords of Hell, for they are the greatest of the demons, and even whispering their names seems to poison the air around me. They are divided into the lesser evils, Belial, Asmodan, Juriel, and Andariel, and the prime evils, Mephisto, Baal, and Diablo.
Tell me, what shall you do when Maghda is dead?
Her master Belial wants to invade Sanctuary. His brother Asmodan as well. I will kill them both, destroy their forces, and keep Sanctuary safe.
How curious. You must be the one I was meant to find here.
If you say so. Oh, we're being chased. Sand shark.
I think it is time for you to know my true tale. I am not from Chaldeum. I learned these spells 1,500 years ago. My sisters and I pledged our service to a man of great power. We called him the Prophet. He trained us and placed us in a magical slumber to awaken in this era. I am to prevent the Lords of Hell from invading.
I think you're dangerous. I like that. Come, join me.
Yeah, we'll bring her along for right now.
Together against the shadows.
And
I will use this.
give her some upgrades while we're at it.
If you insist. Magnificent.
Alright, let's level her up. So she has Charm, temporarily charms an enemy to fight for you, or Temporal
Why are
Pulse.
you laughing?
I just recalled something the Prophet said about you.
What was that?
Oh, nothing.
The Enchantress casts a guided orb that damages and slows enemies.
I am fond of this one.
Amplification increases your static elemental damage bonuses, or Prophetic Harmony reduces your skills cooldowns.
I practiced so long for that.
Powered Shield reduces damage from ranged attacks, increases armor, and slows melee attackers for you and the Enchantress. Or Erosion conjures a pool of energy that deals damage and causes affected enemies to take additional damage.
I will use it well.
And Focused Mind, an aura that increases attack speed for you and the Enchantress, or Fate's Lapse. When you take fatal damage, the Enchantress empowers you to move through time, slowing the world around you to avoid death.
I am fond of this one.
So we'll swap her out at the beginning
Now
of next
to find
episode.
the Qasim outpost.
You will find it to the north, though it is still some distance away.
Well, actually, we'll probably do it now. We'll head back to town and dungeon. Be pretty quick.
The deserts of Kyrgyzstan are majestic, expansive, and full of stinging swarms of insects. They may seem a minor nuisance, but these vermin carry numerous strains of pestilence. One of them was trapped in my boot once, and my foot swelled up to the size of a melon before the infection cleared. What horrible creatures!
Yeah, let's run around here for a minute or so, and then in the next episode we'll speak to all of our companions again if they have anything new to say. The Enchantress should.
The cultists actually blocked the way instead of relying on illusion. I'll have to go through Qasim Outpost to the west.
Oh, there's a treasure goblin. And these guys. What a bunch of jerks.
Fire forces are closing in. Raise your weapon.
My wrath is low. Not yet.
Perfect. I think we'll level up off this group of enemies as well. A bunch of stuff we can give both to me and our Enchantress. Alright, let's see what we got. Not pick any more fights. Alright, an upgrade for Smite, Reaping, get increased life regeneration for every enemy hit by the chains. And Shield Glare, Subdue. Enemies hit by the glare are slowed.
You are too kind. Thank you. Perfect.
Thought I had... Oh, I do.
A lovely
Nice
piece.
upgrade for her. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Next time, we'll spawn in town, we'll speak to our companions, and we'll continue the hunt for, Maghda. We'll go through the Qasim Outpost and track down the cult. But for now, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.